Hey guys, welcome back to a new week. Before we get into the programming, let me just kind of go over a couple things, a couple of events coming up. Tomorrow evening, Tuesday evening, at Craft and Growler, they are throwing a nonprofit Tuesday, is what they call it, where $1 of every drink is going to be donated towards barbells and handlebars, which will eventually be donated towards Movember. So if you're over in that area, if you want to just stop by for a drink, please do so between 5 and 8. We'll have a few people out there. I'll be out there a little bit later, but it'd mean a lot if you could, just stop by if you're around the area. Also, if you are interested in judging for barbells and handlebars, we're having a judges meeting next Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Even if you don't want to judge, we've got spots for other volunteers to kind of run the back end stuff. So we need all the help we can get. You get free food, you get free coffee, you get a free drink, free beer, free shirts. So you get a lot of stuff. So yeah, if you're thinking about it, please do so. You can still sign up via the register link, and I'll post that. Especially if you want to compete as well, you can still sign up. We still have spots open. We're looking for a good showing of East Dallas athletes. So let's get into this week's programming. As you can see, Monday looks a lot like last week, except instead of 2 regular front squats, we're only doing 1. So the volume is decreased a little bit. You're only doing 2 squats, a tempoed front squat and a regular front squat, as compared to last week where we did a tempoed front squat and 2 front squats, 2 regular front squats. So the key here is to keep the same weight, start at the same weight that you built up to last week. So starting heavy, staying heavy. Then we're going to be testing out WOD number 3 for barbells and handlebars. We'll be testing, each workout out throughout the week, as you'll see as I scroll down. But yeah, today we're testing number 3. As you can see, it's an all-out burner, 6 minutes. You're going as fast as you can. Rowing, overhead weighted lunges, burpee to plate. That should say overhead weighted lunges again, and then another row. Then 3 rounds not for time. This is just more accessory work that we've been throwing in lately. Dumbbell hip extensions, and then barbell rollouts. So I'll demonstrate those for you if you haven't seen those, or John will, because he's coaching tonight instead of Drew. So you'll definitely see how to do those before you do them, of course. Tomorrow, working up to a push press again, a 1 rep max, or building up to 100+%. So we did this last week. We kind of did a different format as we built. So we're going to try something else to see if it doesn't elicit a different response in some other people. We had a lot of success last week. So if you did hit a PR last week, don't really maybe you can hit another PR this week. But if you don't, no worries. Just build it to something respectable. We're looking to build up at least to 95%. Then barbells and handlebars workout number 2, 8-minute AMRAPs, clean and jerks, 115 for intermediate male, 155 for advanced male, 75 for intermediate women, and 105 for advanced women, and then 30 double unders. So the clean and jerk will build 1 rep each round. So round 2, you're going to be doing 2 clean and jerks, 30 double unders. Round 3, you're going to be 3 clean and jerks, 30 double unders, and so on. 8 minutes. If you can't do if you can't do double unders, we're going to be changing it to 90 singles that's really what we're going to be doing during the competition as well. So if you can't do the competition weights listed, of course, we're scaling. Then we're getting into more accessory work, more good mornings. So check back last week. We want to go a little bit heavier, even though it's still in that 8 to 10 rep range. And then some banded hamstring curls, 10 to 15. So really hitting the hamstrings hard. Wednesday, bench press, bringing it back after a week of taking off, doing 2 to 3 reps at 80 to 85%. Check back to the 29th. We're going to go a little heavier, 5 to 10 pounds heavier, and at least getting 2 reps. Then a bent over barbell row to balance out the press, and then a foam roll. Okay, so kind of some active mobility stuff as you are in the middle of your workout. So it's kind of different, but it's great for you, especially as we're going to get into running and moving and for our workout. So 400-meter run, then 10 rounds. So this is going to take a little while, longer than you probably think, probably about 20 minutes at least. Then another 400-meter run. So yeah, that should be lots of fun. Back squat, building up again. As you can see, the same thing we did last week. Ideally, you're going a little heavier for each set. So hopefully you know what you did for each set, how you built up. Again, this isn't really supposed to be a 1 rep max test, but if you feel good, definitely, ride the wave and go for it. Then we've got some aerobic intervals: 500-meter row, 20 wall balls, 15 toes to bar, 10 burpee box jumps with a step down. So those movements are pretty rough, right? Especially after a row. I'm not looking for them to be unbroken necessarily, but we do want to keep a good pace through each of them. Just 3 rounds. Then Friday, snatch work. So as we went to the ground a couple weeks ago, we're going to be building back up off the ground. So every 6 minutes, we're just getting ready to kind of open up the movement with a snatch, grip, push, press, and then an overhead squat for 2 to 3 reps, building on that. And then for our snatches, so instead of going from the ground, we're going to come back up. We're going to do 1 from mid-thigh and then 1 from 2 inches below the knee. And we're going to do that every 2 minutes for 10 minutes, so 5 sets, 5 working sets. I want you to work to a tough weight, something you're comfortable with. If you're not comfortable in that bottom position, don't worry about it. Just work to something you are comfortable with. I really want to just see you get that bar going into a good bar path off the ground and being able to pull yourself under the bar somewhat. Then we got some more strongman accessory work that we kind of have themed for Fridays. Hand over hand pulls with those big white ropes in the back, pulling the sled across the gym. 6 Turkish get-ups, hopefully heavier than last week where we did 8. Maybe you can pop up to the next weight. And then an earthquake bar hold. So you'll see what this is. It's not really an earthquake bar, but we kind of jimmy rig one of our dowels to hold weight on each side to where it's really shaky and you're holding it overhead in a static hold for 30 to 60 seconds. Fun stuff. Saturday, of course, we've got our 8 a.m. master's class, 9 a.m. regular class, 10 a.m. level 2, which, if you want, you can always stay and do the barbell work with the level 2. Don't feel like you are excluded. So definitely take advantage of that. I'll see you guys tomorrow at Craft and Growler, and I will see you at the gym this week. Have a good week. Bye.